Hello, great beer friends, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your location. All right, we want to bring to you full details and the proceedings, how the courts went today, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial went today in court. Everybody's aware of the what took place today, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu snap, attack the DSS, the judge, and everybody, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fed up of everything, the way the Nigerian court are handling his trial and everything. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today let it out and lash out at the judge, DSS, everybody. At the time, the chairs was flying everywhere and all that. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today show who he is and all that. So let us go to the press statement today. What happened today in court? Now, view of today's shocking court developments. The electrifying proceeding in the case of Federal Republic Government of Nigeria, ZU, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before Justice James Omotosho took a disturbing turn today, raising serious public concern over the integrity of the judicial process. Multiple actions and pronouncements made by the proceeding judge have been widely described as unprecedented, hostile to fair hearing, and bluntly contrary to constitutional standards of criminal trial. Judge unable to state the law under which Kanu is being tried. In open court today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu demanded repeatedly that the Justice Omotosho identify the specified law, written law, under which he is being tried. Despite multiple direct requests, Justice Omotosho could not cite any written law creating the alleged offense. Instead of addressing this foundational constitutional requirement, the judge invaded the question. For the avoidance of that, Section 3612 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, provides a person shall not be convicted of any criminal offense unless that offense is defined and the penalty therefore is prescribed in a written law. Kanu made it clear to the court that no conviction can stand without a valid written law, and that his faith is on the section of 3612 of the Constitution, not on the judge's personal views. Judge failed to acknowledge the use of the repealed law. Kanu moved a formal motion to his appeal for the court's record on the ground that the charge was founded on a repealed law, rather than taking judicial notice, something every judge is bound to do under the Evidence Act. James Omotosho sidestepped this issue. The court refused to acknowledge that no one can be tried under a repealed status, a position echoed in Nigeria and international law. Omotosho block's final written address, a disturbing first in Nigeria criminal trial history. In a move that has stunned legal observers nationwide, Justice Omotosho announced that he does not want any final written addresses from either party. This is widely viewed as a dangerous departure from established criminal procedure. Final written address are a core component of fair trial, a mandatory stage before judgment, a primary avenue for defendant to challenge evidence and raise points of law. No credible record exists of a trial judge in Nigeria deliberately blocking final addresses in a criminal case. Legal commentators have described this as a judicial ambush. Kanu's final word to the judge today. In response to judge's position, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told the court that he does not care what Justice Omotosho says because the Constitution is supreme. He stated clearly that Section 3612 CFRN forbids any conviction without a valid written law, and that no court can override the Constitution. Public concerns and implications. Today's proceeding raises grave question. Why is a judge avoiding reference to the law he claims to be applying? Why refuse written address unless the goal is to avoid legal scrutiny of a premeditated outcome? Why is a court entertaining charge tied to a repealed law? Those developments undermine public trust in the judiciary, and today's evidence have intensified public legal and international concern over the fairness of this trial. Conclusion: what transpired in court today is not a normal judicial process. The action and the statement of Justice James Omotosho reflect a troubling pattern of procedural irregularities, disregard for constitutional safeguards, and hostile to fair hearing. This briefing is being issued in a public interest to ensure transparency and to document the concerning conduct observed in today's proceeding. So, like we said, everything that played out today in court is what shows the failure and the kind of justice system you have over there in Nigeria, which is one of the worst, we keep saying it, in the whole world. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still insisting and demanding his right to know why he's being charged. The judge, a whole judge, cannot even explain or quote in law that this is what you are being charged for. It's shame. It's shame. And tomorrow this man, judge, will come out or also come and start making noise. I'm judge. I'm learned. I've qualified. I have law degree for over 20 years and all that. Making noise. But simple thing, you cannot even explain it in court. And the defendant is now asking you a question that you're supposed to ask. It's unbelievable. Shame. So everybody saw what happened today in court, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said that he cannot, take this anymore. He lashed at them today, gave them enough photo today everywhere. Like I said, he was upset today in court. We'll stop here. Bye.